how many masks is the right amount of masks to travel with. I got like 4 masks on right now. I haven't flown for over a year and a half. So making your own vlogs is super easy and you have no equipment whatsoever. Fuck me. Alright, let's do this. Okay. My new earring, it's pretty cool. It's like, just arrived in Cape Town. It's like unmasking about 17 of these things. 40 degrees outside. It's 30 degrees outside. We've come to the capital of coffee, Cape Town. For every person in the city, there's at least 4 coffee shops. So that's a thing. And we want to go and find out how to make the perfect cup of coffee. I never thought that I was a coffee snob, going from the Rick Coffee days. And then what was it like?
Every morning before the sun comes up,
It's in the green bottle.
my coffee in my favorite cup.
Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Oh shit.
Jacob's Crunning.
Anyway, if you're not making a good cup of coffee, I'd rather not have it, you know? Let me put it this way. I either want the best cup of coffee at like a coffee shop with a barista who's won a world championship, or I want Rick coffee with about 4 sugars in it and a lot of milk.
This is the best in the world.
There's no in between.
Coffee for coffee.
It's just as simple as that. I thought we'd just find someone who knows how to make a good cup of coffee in your home, because obviously it's COVID times. I've never ever been able to get a good like French press coffee. Work with them, I have no idea how to make it. I either undercook it and it just tastes like flavored water, to show you how to make the best cup of coffee. Overcook it and you're literally buzzing for the next 6 days in the simplest way. With that being said, let's go make some coffee. How do you put this thing into reverse? Can you even hear me with this mask on? Cape Town road's so weird. An off-ramp from a highway. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Now, the city of Cape Town has officially got rid of all indicators. That's what they're doing for you this year. If you are going to drive, just remember that it is illegal to use your indicator. So don't use it. No one else does. Another way, the city of Cape Town is making life better for everyone in it. How's it going? Yeah, I'm the YouTuber. Check me out. Awesome. Just subscribe to the channel right now. Life with Levy. I mean, wow. That's 13 followers, ladies and gentlemen. That is huge. We are going to the moon. We've come to Cape Town, the home of coffee in South Africa, to meet this guy who's going to teach us how to make the perfect coffee.
So what I'm saying is,
What are you saying?
I kicked one of their customers out.
Are you sure you know what you're up to here?
Not on this ground, I've never used this ground in my life. I said I want to keep it simple. I think everyone in the coffee industry is chronically anxious. Turn around, shake a lamb's tail, and then they're done. The French press is the glass of wine. It's not a cocktail. It's not an espresso. It's not. So you're not going to get that at home unless you want to spend 100 grand in your kitchen. Just roll the batteries up and down. That's 2 more days on battery. Come on.
Who are you and why are we talking to you? Started a coffee shop in Cape Town.
Well, it didn't. We started a coffee roastery that didn't have a coffee shop because we thought we're going to be the first online roastery to do it properly in South Africa.
And how did that work out for you?
Well, our IT leg of the business decided he didn't want to work in coffee anymore. That happened early on. The amazing thing is 10 years later, the kind of core value was still us sitting in a room somewhere and making sure that people get coffee in their home. So it's always been super important to me that coffee remains simple so that you can actually enjoy the drink itself rather than go, okay, now I've got this 50 grand machine and this little thing and I can make a pattern on the top, looks like a monkey riding a bicycle. Build a business that's revolved around saying this coffee is from this valley, made from this seed type, grown in these soils by these people. And that's why it tastes like that.
If you've got this coffee vibe here, it looks complex. You've got like a lot of different objects. I'm assuming that not all of us are going to have this in the kitchen. So
most people have a plunger, so let's get rid of this. Most people will have this
so
in their kitchen.
you've got a plunger. How much do I put in, or how much water do I need? Like how hot does the water need to be? These are the questions that I have no idea about.
Okay, so that's why I want this to be as simple as possible so that you don't get lost in the details. There's a whole bunch of science around the exact right temperatures and how the levels of phosphoric acid tail off between 92 degrees and 94 degrees. Forget about it. All I want you to do is make sure you know how much coffee you've put in and make sure you know how much water you've put in. Because if you make a great cup, you want to be able to do that again tomorrow. So I'm using a pretty standard 30 grams and you go, oh, that's so nerdy, why are you using 30 grams? I thought this was supposed to be simple. When you bake, you measure the flour, right? I'm just saying, do the same with your coffee. So 30 grams to 500 mil. And then the power is yours. If it's too strong, use less coffee or more water. With the timer handy, add your water. Again, this is the time to do the maths. If you're doing for one person, you can use 15 grams of coffee to 250 grams of water. If you're doing 2 people like we're doing today, 30 grams to 500 grams of water. Once the water and coffee have settled, watch to see if any grounds float on the surface. If they do, break the cap and watch them sink to the bottom. The bottom is where you want them to be. Start yourself a 6-minute timer and then get a good book. Or just
You read good books in 6 minutes.
I do. Take your plunger off the scale, otherwise you will break your scale. And slowly plunge your coffee. Pour your coffee and enjoy.
Okay, let me see what I can test on this now. How to Make the Perfect Coffee by Jono Le Feuvre.
I mean, you can say if it's weird. It's a weird coffee. I like it. It's just weird.
It's very fruity. Should I be tasting fruit?
So you like cut that into before I mention the fruit. Making great French press coffee at home is super simple, but you do have to pay attention. Step 1, fill your kettle, turn it on. Step 2, dose your coffee using a scale. Step 3, put your French press on top of your scale. Step 4, add the water to the coffee. Step 5, break the cap so that the coffee sinks to the bottom. Step 6, wait 6 minutes. Step 7, plunge your coffee.
Okay, so I've just watched the video. I have literally laid out my coffee, followed every single step along the way, and now it's time to test. So here we go. That's not bad. Delish! Damn! I did it! If you want more from Jono Le Feuvre, check him out at Han Drinks Solo. He talks about coffee, he talks about wine, and of course, the best coffee in South Africa has to come from Rosetta. So check them out as well. I'll put all the links just below, and stay tuned to the next one. Till next time, peace! How many?
So it's 30 grams.
Did you see? You've lost me. I know that it's
60 grams a liter.
half a liter to a liter to 60. Correct. We got that. Okay.
Well, you sure persevere for someone who feels they've got no acumen.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
From my side, goodbye.